Is your rookie Digimon underperforming? Perhaps you should consider natural Digivice enhancement.
All right, your hammer nailed it.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Digimon battles.
We did it! We destroyed all of his claws!
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the best fight scenes from across all the seasons of the Digimon anime, as well as the movies.
Have you ever heard of multiplication?
Ninja win.
Number 10, Omnimon versus Alphamon.
Breathing new life into the series with a major nostalgia factor to boot. The first of the Digimon Adventure Tri-films sees the original Digidestined, now older, reunite when a new threat arises. This all culminates into a battle with the mysterious Alphamon, a being so strong that he single-handedly takes on the entire team. It's only when Agumon and Gabumon fuse into Omnimon that they can even the odds. Seeing two of these Royal Knight Digimon is truly a remarkable sight.
Number 9, Shoutmon X7 Superior Mode versus Mega Darkness Bagramon.
This one makes our list for sheer overkill. As all seems lost for our new set of heroes, Mikey decides to spit in the face of ultimate evil and basically throw down the God mode.
Listen, there may be a way to bring him back.
After activating the final Digifusion, Shoutmon is able to absorb not one, not two, but every single Digimon in existence to become an all-powerful entity. One that is so strong that he's even able to destroy the embodiment of darkness with a single strike. Don't blink, because this battle is over in a flash.
Number 8, Omnimon and Imperial Dramon versus Armageddon.
It's a Digi-Egg.
A big one, which means a big Digimon's inside.
Diaboromon was a nasty one, so much so that he decided to make a return and assume a far more powerful form along the way. As Armageddon, its strength is so overwhelming that not even the combined might of two Mega-level fusion Digimon could defeat it. On the brink of defeat, yet imbued by the belief in their partners, Imperial Dramon goes from fighter mode to paladin mode after combining Omnimon's powers with his own. This results in a side-splitting headache for the villain, courtesy of the Omega Blade to the face.
Number 7, Shinegramon Burst Mode versus Belphamon.
All right, guys, it's fighting time again! Yeah!
If this show's taught us anything, it's that you can never have too many Greymon. When the psychotic Kurata fuses himself with the demonic Digimon, it's up to Marcus and his partner to take him out before he brings calamity to both worlds.
Karada, we will save our friends and both our worlds.
They seem outgunned even with all of Shinegremon's power at their disposal, but they manage to turn the fight in their favor when they go all out and unlock Burst Mode, giving Shinegramon that extra boost he needs to go medieval on his devilish adversary.
No, please! Take pity on me, Marcus!
Number 6, Susanoo-mon versus Lucemon.
The Digidestined in this series are a little more hands-on than past incarnations, mainly due to their ability to transform into Digimon themselves on a whim, which is handy when you're up against the monstrous Lucemon.
With our hearts,
Our minds,
our hopes,
our strength.
In their final battle to save the digital world from total destruction, the Digidestined combine all of their elements together, and in the process become Susanoo-mon, a Digimon strong enough to stand up to something as frightening as Lucemon's Shadow Lord modes. Leading to a straight-up brawl between the forces of light and darkness, this final feud does not hold back.
Number 5, Omnimon versus Diaboromon.
When you look up dodgy sites on the internet, it can lead to a virus, which more often than not turns into an evil Digimon. Majorly outnumbered, with the looming threat of an incoming missile, Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon are thrown into a battle against the clock, only to be decimated as a result. As all hope seems lost, Tai and Matt manage to inspire their partners to keep fighting, and in doing so, allow them to achieve the first ever DNA Digivolution, becoming Omnimon. All of a sudden, taking on a million Diaboromon becomes a little more than pest control.
Connection terminated.
Number 4, Gallantmon versus Beelzemon.
Following the harrowing death of Leomon at the hands of Beelzemon, Takato and Guilmon realize that alone he can't be beaten, but together they might stand a chance. One bio-merge later, and we have Gallantmon, a fusion of both human and Digimon, who jumps into the fray and begins one of the series' most vicious fights.
Even now, you show no remorse for what you have done. I have no choice but to destroy you!
With so much bad blood between them, there's a far more somber tone to this battle compared to the usual good versus evil tropes fans had grown accustomed to. Not only was it one hell of a fight, but for a show like Digimon, it was uncharacteristically dark.
Number 3, Angemon versus Devimon.
Hear this, Digidestined! My power is infinite! Your hopes and dreams are useless! I am the supreme master of this island!
By this point in the first series, it was becoming increasingly clear that Devimon was near unstoppable. He could easily wipe out any champion-level Digimon that came his way, and had a nasty habit of corrupting any who opposed him, courtesy of the Black Gears.
Verdramon!
Out of my sight!
With the Digidestined on the ropes, the only help that was left was a rather unremarkable Patamon, who had yet to Digivolve. However, all that changed when a last-second Digivolution kicked in, transforming himself into Angemon.
I'll stop you!
Number 2, Imperial Dramon and Wargreymon versus Black Wargreymon.
I failed, TK.
A highlight character of the second series, Black Wargreymon was a living weapon that won battle after battle against the Digidestined, even taking down the likes of Magna Angemon, something of a sympathetic villain that was curious about the nature of the heart. He was eventually defeated in combat and decided to take a new lease on life.
Friendship is weakness. Fighting, struggle. That is my life.
It took the combined might of two juggernauts like Wargreymon and Imperial Dramon to finally end things. He may seem like a repainted copycat, but fans won't be forgetting this unrelenting warrior anytime soon.
Perhaps it is time to put aside my warrior ways. They have provided me few answers. And maybe one day, we could even be friends.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Let's finish this!
It's not true, is it?
No, it is not! And it's about time we proved it!
Number 1, Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon versus Venom Myotismon.
Possibly the greatest villain that the series has ever produced, this gothic, charismatic Digimon caused nothing but trouble for the Digidestined on multiple occasions. Just when you thought he was gone for good, Myotismon decided to make a more dramatic return in his mega-level form, Venom Myotismon.
Is that Myotismon? He's been taking steroids.
It's his true form, the Beast.
With both worlds hanging in the balance and even the combined might of 8 ultimate-level Digimon failing to stop him, the Digidestined had to kick it up a notch. That's when we were introduced to Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon, giving us the first taste of the mega-level Digimon, and one hell of a fight to boot. Do you agree with our picks?